Hello everyone and welcome back to Whispers of Turkish Stars. I hope your new year has started with warmth and good surprises, because today's story is the kind that makes the whole industry pause. As you saw in the title, we have news that has rippled through Turkish entertainment, a development involving Mert Demir and Afra that no one predicted, yet somehow feels exactly right for them. January 2nd, 2026, will be a date fans remember, and we're going to walk through what happened, why it matters, and how this changes everything we thought we knew. If you're not already subscribed, now is a perfect moment to hit that button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of what we uncover here at Whispers of Turkish Stars. Let's dive in, because this one is big. Picture the post-holiday calm, a quiet week, light headlines, a few teasers about upcoming projects. Everyone expected a slow return to routine. Then the calm broke. Multiple established sources confirmed the same thing, and it spread in minutes. Mert Demir and Afra have taken a step that no one in the gossip mill truly anticipated. For those who are just joining the world of Turkish screen royalty, Afra is that rare blend of luminous presence and meticulous craft, an actress whose grace on set mirrors the poise she shows away from the cameras. Mert is electrifying in a different way, unguarded charm, grounded humor, and the kind of intensity that lights up a scene even before he speaks. Their every glance, their separate interviews, their accidental likes and fleeting interactions have fueled speculation for months and months, with fans analyzing the tiniest crumbs like detectives chasing a mystery they were sure would end in a classic reveal. But the reveal isn't a ring. It isn't a breakup or a reunion staged for cameras. It's something far more intimate, and yes, confirmed. The news is that Mert Demir and Afra have begun the adoption process. That's right. Not an engagement announcement, not a long-expected reconciliation narrative, but the quiet, courageous beginning of a family through adoption. Insiders say this wasn't a whim. The choice was crafted over time, deliberately, tenderly, and privately. They kept it under the radar for months, sharing the plan only with a very small circle and moving forward one careful step at a time. The world's reaction has been immediate and intense. Fans are celebrating across timelines and comment sections, calling it a masterclass in mature love, a decision that doesn't need flash to be meaningful. You can feel the warmth rising from every corner of social media. Messages praising their hearts, their compassion, their willingness to open their home to a child who needs one. The applause isn't about celebrity shine, it's about two people choosing a path anchored in care rather than spectacle. Many see it as a natural extension of who they've shown themselves to be, people who stay soft in a hard industry, who have always seemed most comfortable when they let kindness do the talking. And as always when the story is this public, there's scrutiny, too. A handful of voices have asked why adoption instead of biological children, while others wonder how quickly the process is progressing and whether their careers will slow down. The truth is simpler and quieter. The reasons couples build their families are personal. What matters is that a child is welcomed with intention, patience, and love. Those who followed Afra and Mert closely know how often they've stepped into philanthropic spaces without making it an ad campaign. Visits that weren't staged, donations that weren't posted. Friends say this decision comes from that same place, a wish to give a child what every child deserves: safety, belonging, a future. Sources close to the couple, who prefer to keep their names out of the spotlight, describe them as glowing, genuinely happy and a little nervous, the way anyone would be when preparing for the most important role of their lives. They've been reading, talking to professionals, attending the required interviews, and aligning their calendars. Family support has been unwavering. There's a sense that everyone around them is moving in harmony with this choice, creating a protective ring of encouragement while the paperwork and protocols take their course. Adoption is never a sprint. It's a journey measured in documents and waiting, in home studies and heartfelt conversations. Those involved say Afra and Mert approach each step like they do their craft, with discipline, humility, and a deep respect for the process. Try to imagine it with me: a home that already hums with quiet rituals becomes something new. A kitchen where Afra makes late-night tea while she reads a script, a hallway where Mert paces when he's learning lines, tossing jokes over his shoulder, a living room where their friends have laughed and argued and dreamed. Now picture that same home preparing for lullabies, tiny shoes by the door, a car seat by the window, bedtime stories stacked on the coffee table. Afra's calm steadiness becomes the compass, Mert's laughter becomes the light. You can see why the news landed with such force. It's not just a headline, it's a life reshaped by intention. As the media circles the story, some questions are best left unanswered for now. Where the child is from, how old they might be, what the timeline looks like. These are details the couple will protect, and rightly so. Everything indicates that their priority is the child's well-being, not a public timeline. If they choose to share more later, it will be because it feels safe and right, not because the public demands it. That boundary, set early, tells you everything about what kind of parents they are trying to become. There's an added layer that makes this moment resonate: the state of their careers. Both have been climbing higher and faster with each project, drawing massive audiences and carrying complex roles with deceptive ease. New scripts continue to find their way to Afra's desk. Mert's team fields offers with schedules that look like puzzles no one could possibly solve. And yet, those close to the situation say they are already designing a new rhythm. There is talk of staggering projects. Choosing roles that keep one of them anchored while the other works, scheduling shoots in Istanbul when possible, asking for shorter production cycles, and saying no to opportunities that don't fit the family's needs. It's the kind of recalibration that takes courage in their industry, where momentum is everything. But real momentum, the kind that lasts, is always built on alignment. And this decision has alignment written all over it. Will we see them play parents on screen soon? Maybe, maybe not. There's speculation that scripts reflecting caretaking, home life, and quiet resilience might appeal to them in the future, but only time will tell. At the moment, their focus is on building the scaffolding for a life that can hold a child. The cameras will still roll, the premieres will still glitter, but you can sense a shift. The plotting board in their living room has a new headline now, and everything else will have to move around it. The impact of this moment extends far beyond celebrity fascination. Adoption is often discussed in whispers, as if it were a second-choice option rather than what it truly is for many families, a first, intentional, and deeply profound path. Seeing two of the most watched figures in Turkish entertainment walk this road openly brings a tender kind of courage into public view. Their choice won't change every mind or answer every question, but it will soften something essential. It will invite more conversations grounded in empathy rather than curiosity, more support rather than speculation. So, what comes next? If history predicts the future, Afra and Mert will keep the private parts private. Don't expect a flood of details. Don't expect names or dates, not yet. But it wouldn't be surprising if, at some point down the line, they share a single photo that doesn't reveal too much. A tiny hand curled around a finger, a blurred silhouette against a window, a caption that says everything and nothing at once. What matters is that they will choose the moment, and they will choose it together. January 2, 2026, may go down as one of those turning point days in entertainment, not because it delivered a scandal but because it offered something rare, hope dressed as action. The news that Mert Ramazan Demir and Afra Sarıkoglu have started the adoption process is a testament to their values, their patience, and their belief in love as a verb. The echo you're hearing is the sound of fans and colleagues cheering, yes, but it's also the sound of something changing in how we see family, commitment, and what it means to be ready. To wrap this up, today we unpack the news that broke at the start of the year, confirming that Afra Sarıkoglu and Mert Ramazan Demir are officially on the path to adoption. It surprised many, not because love was ever in doubt, but because they chose a route that requires substance over spectacle, long nights and gentle mornings over headline fireworks. The wave of admiration says it all: this is courage, this is generosity, this is a new chapter written with care. As viewers, supporters, and witnesses to their careers, we can only wish them the kind of joy that grows quietly and lasts. Now I want to hear from you. How did this news land with you? Do you have thoughts about adoption, about timing, about how Mert and Afra might balance sets and storybooks, premieres, and pediatric appointments? Drop your feelings in the comments. We read everything, and we know this community will approach the topic with the same tenderness that the couple has shown. If you enjoyed spending this time with us, tap like, share the video with a friend who follows their journey, and make sure you're subscribed to Whispers of Turkish Stars with the bell turned on. We'll keep bringing you the stories that matter, the ones that live in the space between the headline and the heart. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.